Our work is about changing lives through literacy. It's obviously about giving children a better chance, but it's also about working with parents and volunteers to uplift and empower mostly women to play a bigger role in their children's learning and in the learning of children in their communities. Parents and caregivers really would like to be able to help their children more, but have been disempowered historically and not had access to knowledge about how they can play a role in their children's learning. So we've really tried to fill a need for providing access to knowledge and resources for parents. We've also realized that many children, they're starting school far behind where they should be in terms of their literacy and language in grade 1. So our volunteer program is really saying, how can we make use of the wonderful volunteers and people in our communities who want to help, and how can those volunteers be an extra resource? Learning doesn't only happen in classes of 40 or 30 children. It happens in homes, it happens through after-school programs, it happens in libraries. And so trying to develop a program and a package of resources that will make it easy for people to get involved and work with young children, I think has been key for us. And really we've also seen that both the children and the volunteers benefit enormously. Our key objectives are obviously around the delivery of our core programs, which focus on parents, volunteers, grade R teachers, and increasingly with home visitors, and producing resources that can be used widely, building knowledge about how children acquire early literacy and develop language, making that knowledge accessible and getting making it widely available, both to people in communities as well as to policymakers. All the research points to the fact that we need to intervene early, that the longer children are left to fall behind, the more difficult it is and the more expensive it is to close gaps. We also know that children lose heart and get despondent and give up. So from the start, our focus has been on preventative work, on early intervention, on making sure children have the right skills in place to learn to read and write from the start. Young children need to learn through fun, through engaging resources, through meaningful activities. So all of our programs support or underpinned by that philosophy. We don't see ourselves growing to having branches all over the country. I think we would rather see our growth through partnerships with other NGOs or with government within the education department to say, if you have got coordinators or facilitators or people who would like to deliver these programs, either you can come to Cape Town and train with us as a group, or we could come to you. So I think this idea of us being training the trainers sort of model is the way we see it expanding. We provided a certain level of mentoring, but in effect, we've really worked hard to make the programs stand alone. If you train as a coordinator for the early literacy program, you've got everything you need really to run a volunteer program. And if you are going to be running the homeschool program in a similar way, the facilitator's guide is very comprehensive. So it's about changing lives on a number of levels, not only getting better at reading and writing, but building confidence, building self-esteem, I think building a sense of community, and giving people a purpose and a focus, and really, so I think that's where the changing lives comes in, rather than just improving literacy results. I think it's much bigger than that.